That's sad. They'll be playing Inferno. That's a very decent map for them. And then going towards Train, that might be that all ball they need to also win. It's about time to get in towards that first map. Nuke to be played out first, of course, a knife to decide the side. And I dare to say, whoever gets the knife will at least get the first few rounds, at least the first streak as well.
Whoever gets the knife gets a life, maybe? A
Oh.
little bit, sort of. Does that work?
One up?
One up? Yeah, no, we'll see, though. You know, point being, really, that knife gives you a certain amount of momentum. And with that momentum, as you put it yourself, you know, you can maybe get on that preferred side, especially on Nuke, one of the most CT-favored maps I think there are, you know. Not a massive favor or anything, but definitely one to keep in your mind. And I'd say with that, if NEMIGA can, or Copenhagen Flames can start off on the CT side, and the way it's looking, this knife would definitely be the Copenhagen Flames, because look, it's Jo being the last man standing. But he is facing off against a 2v1, where I believe also one hit with that right click should do the job.
Oh, indeed. He's running around. And, well, so far we've always seen just very quick knife rounds. And so far it's a little bit slower today. First Copenhagen Flames taking on, of course, NEMIGA, who are now just playing that tag team role. The first one might go down, but then the second one will be able to refrag. And Dafu with, of course, his knife to come back in. And I'm curious to see when we will see him fidget spin again with that knife, because
yeah, I was just going to say,
he just turns it so quickly.
The fidget spinner knife, as you called it in the past. You actually, what knife do you have? Do you have a knife skin?
I have a beautiful default butter knife.
Yeah, same.
Like, I'm from the Netherlands, so like skins is already a iffy thing nowadays with all the new regulations to come in.
Same. Yeah.
But well, yeah, I just didn't have the money for a fancy knife skin.
It's okay. Neither do I.
And I pride myself on being that basic.
Oh, you basic person that you are. It's okay. You know, regardless of your basicness, it doesn't make me love you any less.
Oh,
that's good, right? But
I'm sweating now.
Let's see if the Copenhagen Flames, after getting this knife round, can now also start on a strong pistol round, because that's obviously what you'd hope for on their side. Got that going in their favor, so now the hold needs to be good enough, and it starts off well. Merce gets one frag, Dafu continues. Basso, he can't really hold off much, but Dafu there, that is a triple kill for him coming in. Whilst MDS now, he can recover the bomb, and Manx is well on out of sight. He's got a bit of a ways to go. Looks like to be via Heaven, maybe, or well,
he's expecting MDS. Usually when you had the red
Yeah.
control and you would go towards A, he would come from this entrance. So far, however, MDS is trying to wrap around back towards lobby, expecting possibly a player to be there. And Manx, he might have the wrong gamble and go towards that B side, as MDS is going for a defense. But oh, this is a very good goal to then now go to Heaven. MDS, will he be expecting this angle? Well, he's looking there. And Manx is still biding his time the moment the bomb plant will come in. Oh, well, with the vent now being open, they might actually go towards B. Swing around the Rosie so far, and MDS is now finally going to the right side. Yet he's still just biding his time, making sure there won't be a player there.
Yeah, you better play it safe, you know, but the result of that is that MDS is definitely going to get that bomb plant in, and, well, with it being a bit of a slower round, so to speak, I'd say, you know. Got Manx going to that ramp position now. MDS does have the disadvantage that he's got a lot of angles to keep covered, and Manx now is going to make quite a bit of noise. Should be heard by MDS soon enough. Yep, indeed. Going towards Squeaky, sticks it. What? I mean, okay, that was a valiant attempt. You know, he could have kind of known that.
At least he tried, all right.
Yeah, but like, he could have just tapped it and then just looked towards Squeaky. Squeaky is like the most expected position, because he checks out, I believe, in the corner. He checks out the side itself. Didn't see anyone on top. Didn't see anyone in window.
I'll just be gone to the A side, no problem.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
No?
But, oh well, no. But that is what it is. It does mean a solid start for NEMIGA. They get that first pistol round in on their T side, and makes me wonder now how they're going to preserve this momentum, because Copenhagen Flames, they've got those pistols, and Lollipop 2K starts it off well, takes out Manx, and Jabby now here, standing, waiting by the door, waiting for a head to pop up out of the smoke, but no one's going to push that smoke, it seems.
Lollipop already popping ahead, meaning he's waiting for yet another frag to come in, and RJ, it seems as if Copenhagen Flames, despite winning the knife, are really getting that momentum. However, now we see that 1D coming in from Jabby. The bomb will be dropped by Lollipop. He will be flashed out, but still with speed. And Jo, to help him out, is going to be that 4-on-3. NEMIGA seeming strong, but falling towards the side as Lollipop will go down to 1 decob Dafu. Mac-10 to come in to at least get a refrag. Box is trying to hold the angle as Speed actually holds the flank as well. It's going to be Mertz with the scout in his hand. He'll go for the first one, but he won't go down to Speed as well. He's just too strong so far because Speed was really the guardian angel in this round.
Yeah, there was a bit of an attempt there, but Speed really just showing up clutch, and Lollipop as well, really just kind of opening it up very well, as you kind of expect from him too. With that, NEMIGA now grab their second round, and they're off to a good start on this first map of this best of 3 Nuke. And at this rate, you know, I can see the save now coming in from Copenhagen Flames. And with that, of course, also an easier round for NEMIGA looking ahead, and a very probable third.
Well, Nate's, of course, already flying out as the player dips in towards the fence area, but on the outside there will be a cheerleader squad standing by from the Copenhagen Flames. Just chilling at the airco unit and then going towards heaven to see what they can do. There will be, of course, a plan to come down on towards the A side uncontested, as now Basso actually goes down to the molly. Oh, they're all trying to suicide in it because, of course, that at least means you won't give money towards the Mac-10. Nate comes in, it will be Speed with a double, and then Box to follow things up, still with a Mac-10. Still $1,200 of his own. Now we have a 3-0 lead for NEMIGA. Getting the usual stretch after a 1 pistol round. Let's see what they can make of this, as we do now see Copenhagen Flames struggle in the first few rounds, but being able to buy this time around. RJ, will this be the round to come back, or will it just be a little bit of a delay?
Yeah, I think right now, from what I've seen, I find that one difficult to answer, obviously, because it could be Copenhagen Flames, and they haven't been able to show themselves in a full buy yet. This is pretty much their first full buy, because the second one was awesome. The third was just a straight-up eco, and the first was a pistol round.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? That's how rounds work in CSGO. You know, you're learning, you know, the basics with RJ. But let's see now. It starts off well, at least. Mertz gets 1 frag there. That's one of the players on the NEMIGA side taken out, and I'd say maybe stands a good chance here. Does have to take a bit of molly damage, and now Javi here can show up, I would say. Mertz luckily coming in clutch and finishing him off for him. That's JO out of the equation, and that makes it a 5v3, although it has to be said the Copenhagen Flames players are quite heavily tagged up.
Look at this crossfire. Jabby focusing on towards the double door, with Mertz holding the angle towards Sanitary. As, of course, JO was being hit from the get-go with a smoke bang headshot as they tried to cross towards Secret. Now we're waiting. Lollipop on towards Heaven. But he's not really daring to peek in, as we do still see that bump in towards fence. Speed is waiting for his player. Oh my god, he gets swabbing on towards Mertz.
Solid. That might be the turnaround now. That means Copenhagen Flames is only has only a 1-man advantage, and maybe, just maybe, if he can peek into Heaven here, Daffy just has to look away at the right point, basically, or at least MDS has to follow up, but MDS has that lobby contest as well. Now you can see the smoke coming in. Dafu should know now, and indeed, there we go. MDS, he can actually win out that lobby fight. Oh, Dafu, that is an ugly spray. Understandably so now. That A site is completely in the hands of NEMIGA. Basso gets caught out in Heaven because Lollipop was still right there, and, well, Javi, last man standing, and I don't really see him winning this anymore. I don't think he might even actually contest this, because he just wants to keep that, I believe there was an AWP somewhere around there. Indeed, there is. He picks it up, and as much as it might not be, well, pleasant for the lads from Copenhagen Flames, they now have to take that loss on the chin and concede the 4th round.
This was so awkward. That spray from
the
Dafu
spray
just really hurt me.
No, understandable.
I once played in a pre-made with Flusha.
Okay.
And I had a chance to have a 1v2 clutch, and it seemed really good at the time.
Yeah.
I got a first frag, got a bomb down. It was on the old cache.
Okay,
I figured,
yeah.
I'm just gonna outbrain this guy big time. And I lost it because I had a bugged up spray like that.
But that's the worst.
I heard the disappointment over the TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
And it hurt me to my core.
Oh, no, of course. It's like the... I've had the same situation. It's the same when you're in this, like, for example, there isn't a 1v5 clutch, and you actually manage to get the 4 kills, and you're in that last moment, and the pressure is on, the stress is on, and you just see the player. You might even get the drop on him, and even then you go for the spray, and suddenly it's just, oh no, my aim, it's gone, and the player turns around and he manages to frag you anyway, and boom, you lose the ace clutch, and it's the worst. It's the absolute worst.
You just want to chop off your hand as Basso standing by. Will get the first frag, will be returned upon by MDS, however. That means ramp control, however costly, now in favor of the side of NEMIGA. Going towards the B side, Jebby is at the double door with Deagle of his own as Speedak will get the frag on towards Mertz. The player will be spotted out here at the double door stairs, but why are they not shooting? He's just playing with him. Lollipop, that's rude! This is going to be Dafu and Manx, the only two players left standing. And they want to get a rifle of their own as Speedak will get yet another frag. And so far he's really playing well. Only Manx alive in a 1v4, Deagle in hand. And he's trying to get in there. But Speedak is still in yard, and if there's one player to frag him out, it's gonna be Speedak trying to buy this time. But an extra player comes in, and of course Lollipop. The two-star players moving up together.
Not Speedak, it's just Lollipop and Speedak together. Team play. NEMIGA get their 5th round in now, and you know how you were talking about momentum, and you were talking about the knife round, and that knife round went to Copenhagen Flames, but well, even if it went to Copenhagen Flames, clearly it didn't seem to matter that much because the CT side so far, up until now, hasn't been providing much to, how do I put it? Hasn't been providing much of an advantage to Copenhagen Flames, I dare say. It's harsh, perhaps, but it is the truth.
Well, we do, of course, see that AWP for Mertz, but it's so painful to see them pick in towards a map where they expect to be so much stronger, but it seems to be possibly working out for NEMIGA. This round, however, starts off well. Dafu gets a frag, but it's going to be Jabby dying, and Mertz now stepping up as well. But Dafu, he's out in the open. He will be caught off guard by Speedak. Now, of course, it will still be Mertz standing by somewhere on towards the side. As Basso takes down Box. 3-on-2, but Lollipop takes down Manx as well. Now back to an equal number. And Mertz is trying to move around. Currently lobby control. And he's slowly getting in, but the problem is the bomb is already rotated off towards that B side. It will be planted. However, two players coming from ramp, that might be a shot they need. Because of course the player will now be stuck on towards the side. There will be two flashes and one smoke to work with for the side of Copenhagen Flames. But I don't really know where the second player is. They just expect one to be here, Mertz to be cleaned out by Speedak. He's too good, RJ.
Oh, Speedak, the absolute madman. That's a triple for him there, and good lord, he along with Lollipop, you know, just consistently showing up and getting the rounds. But so far now, this, like, NEMIGA has started very convincingly, and they are just keeping the Copenhagen Flames on the ground, you know? There isn't, like, this is getting beyond a solid start. This is Copenhagen Flames now starting to lag behind. It's always that fine point, you know, you kind of have to decide to look at this again, you know. Spray down on point, and the headshots are there in the end. But like you get this fine point. I think it's around about the 4th, 5th round. And now when you go into that 6th and Copenhagen Flames still haven't gotten anything, you kind of start to worry.
KDR of Speedak.
Wait.
13-1.
Wow. Yeah. It's that kill-death ratio. I believe we saw a similar insane number, I think, yesterday,
Just
actually.
not this big. Speedak is insane. And look at his money as well. He's already on 11,000. Same as Lollipop, because those two are really working together well. And it's painful for Copenhagen Flames, because now they have to go on towards yet another eco.
Yeah.
As you said, at 4 or 5 round, that is the mark where you at least have to get a round in for yourself. Because if you don't, another eco might appear just out of nowhere, as we see right now. And you're standing there wondering what went wrong.
Considering
your life choices. Aiming.
Yeah, you know, that's a pretty difficult thing to really prevent against, though. You know, what do you expect Copenhagen Flames to do besides just, well, aim better? But that's the classic example, you know, of, oh, but you want to be good at Counter-Strike? Just don't die. I know, right? Yep, I know. It's insane. You know, like, how could you not, you know, like, accept that amazing advice?
Well, when we're back from Hamburg working, I really want to play Counter-Strike with you. Just help you every time. It's going to be Boxed first frag will be traded out by Basso, however. A lot of aggression coming down, but Lollipop will be standing by to get 2 before he will be traded out. And MDS, of course, playing a little bit more passive than the rest of his team, will get more frags of his own. 7-0 for NEMIGA. Luckily for the side of Copenhagen Flames, there isn't a James Bond so far. So at least they have that going for him.
Oh, that would be the worst. Just the 007. I can already hear
that's the worst feeling.
Yeah, but I can already hear the theme, you know, just in my mind.
You know what's bad about me?
Tell me.
If I do drop a bond,
yeah,
I figure the only thing I can do in return is say that we're still gonna win. And if we're still winning, I'm already just gonna go the extra mile saying things like that. Because I will eventually get a first kill and say, in your face.
You're just basically just up like, okay, so...
I'm compensating, yes.
Yeah, I'm not, you can't be the play support, so you just go for being the mental support instead. Yeah, no,
and I'm trying to smack it down with my use of mediocre wordplay, as we do see now the nade going down and will do some damage on towards BDAC, and his KD ruined as Jo takes on Jabby. It's going to be Dafu seeing a molly fly by, but still he's there uncontested. He will go for the frag as MDS takes down Basso, but it's going to be MDS the sole player remaining. Yet still to get another frag, meaning he's down with a 1v2, and look at the HP on the worst side of Copenhagen Flames. The lineup might be there, but Mertz with the A to B this time quick enough to bring it back towards a 7-1.
And Copenhagen Flames finally get their first round in a little bit late in the first half, but eventually the result is there. And of course, you always love to see it happen, and now the only thing that we can hope for is that this is one of the many for the Copenhagen Flames. You know, they have so much left to go here on that CT side. They've still got a chance for getting, you know, an advantage. But for that, they're going to have to put down a 7-round streak now. And I'll be honest, as much as I think the Copenhagen Flames lads are impeccable, I don't think they're that good.
NEMIGA died for this, some people might say.
Oh, yeah.
As we do see Jo moving up from the smokes, will get the first frag on towards Mertz as well. They're just outplaying them left, right, and center, as there will be 1v1 peaks by Copenhagen Flames, and you can't do that against a team like NEMIGA. Their aim is insane.
Absolutely.
You have to have a 2v1 numbers game. At every peak you have, use more utility, because this time they're just being out-utilized. And of course, out-peaked as well.
I think, really, I mean, utility is one thing, but this so far, NEMIGA has been mainly a game of the peaks, basically, in the frags. And look at this, right? Gabby looking, sprays into on point, speed act just relentlessly punishes him for that. Now NBS picking up here. Oh, goes against the player, but look! Oh, Basso, good position. Bomb control lost, although it is in the smoke, so they can quite quickly recover it, I believe. And Basso here, he continues, but he gets immediately an answer, you know. And look at this, right? This high-paced... Well, see, at this point, I wouldn't call it aggressive play, but just the fact that, you know, okay, Basso is there. He can get a good frag in. He can even get the second, but then the moment that he goes for it, you know, he gets tags already back on him. You know, there's one player holding him down, and then immediately Lollipop peeks in, and he finishes him off. And that is just really good synergy on the NEMIGA side, and really good just keeping the pressure on the players. It's the same thing that we saw yesterday with their same match, you know. It's NEMIGA, they can keep the pressure on the Copenhagen Flames players so well. And that is just... It's a shame, because you do want to see the lads win, but it just doesn't happen.
Box going aggressive on towards A main already as he's moving up. Will go for the frag, and Manx almost getting it. Lollipop also entering towards that A side, gets another of his own. Only Mertz alive with Eagle in hand, and even he will fall. Basso, the sole member alive, will try to get at least one kill, but the bomb was even dropped. They didn't even need it. 9-1. A very strong performance from NEMIGA so far, and this is just Copenhagen Flames maybe a little bit fatigued, because they put every little bit of their energy on towards beating NEMIGA. That is their goal. They have made it to playoffs already. So now they can once more try to prepare for that single opponent.
Yeah, but honestly, you know, you do seeing a performance like this does make me worry. You know, I guess you could say indeed. You know, well, they've had to already go through an entire best of 3, and they were pretty close results as well. So that was a pretty long one too. But even then, you know, you'd still expect a better performance than this, because right now this is just incredibly strong from NEMIGA. I wouldn't be surprised if they now end this first half with some sort of, I say, maybe 12-3 result or something. It hurts to say, because it's a serious T-side advantage, but it is the harsh reality.
You can't do that sneak. That's just a little bit too greedy, as we do see actually Jabby getting one frag. But that was just a little bit too much. I actually smacked my face with that one. As Jo takes one frag in return box now as well. Still a 3-on-3, because they just get the frags in. There's Dafu standing by on towards the side, still waiting. He's looking the wrong way. He's expecting a player to jump by or something.
I don't
Not really
know.
Sure. And then it's Basso actually going to happen, and that molly is great. The bomb will come in eventually, because it always takes a few minutes for NEMIGA to actually decide to go for a plant rather than a kill.
Exactly. NEMIGA is just thinking, oh, but we'll get the frags, right? So the bomb is an afterthought.
Another molly. Basso even further back. And, well, Mertz will get one frag towards box. It's still a 2-on-2, however. And the flashbangs are coming in. Mertz also having an extended... Oh, they didn't plan? Why?
Oh, that is just... I don't know why. Because they had the molly, and Is it just literally, yeah, well, but Jo will get the frags.
Of course,
Oh,
Jo now with the
nade.
nade as well. That's very good damage
Oh.
on towards Basso. And now they're both on towards one hit. And, well, Jo is a one-hit wonder.
But Jo has the disadvantage.
But look at the time as well.
Yeah, he's got a plant now, and he's got to commit to the plant.
Or he could just go behind the pillar and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to fake this. You're going to come. I'm going to get frag. 4 seconds gone by. Basso now calling the bluff. Now he actually has to commit.
Yeah, but
Basso will actually...
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
No,
Basso!
seriously?
Oh, still the 1v1. Jo standing by. This is awkward. More awkward than meeting your parents-in-law for the first time. Jo still standing by with the AK in hand. Now seeing a pistol fly by and getting the round. 10-1. Oh, RJ, this round I can't even.
No, well, I understand, you know. Like that round, that should have gone to Copenhagen Flames like a minute ago. They delayed the plant massively, Lord knows why. And then this. He's like, oh, I gotta commit to the plant now. So Basso even, he peeks in and he just whiffs his spray entirely. Like, come on, lads. At least put in a bit of effort. And then you just see,
fake flash, incoming!
Here's my weapon. But then he just knows that he's going to run in. Like, the weapon in that case is just going to tell him, like, okay, I'm going to come running in after I do this.
Don't worry, now you have an even better timing just to pre-fire me. It's going to be 10-1. NEMIGA doing really well so far. And a pistol armor coming down from the Copenhagen Flames side. They instantly lose a player as Basso once more wants to go aggressive around ramp. And that doesn't really work too well for himself. Now we have Box still standing behind the smoke, and there's no real stress. There is a player on towards ramp, but they don't dare push anymore.
Well, no, why would... I mean, you know, it's NEMIGA that pushes on the CT side. But,
That's
wait,
true.
Case in point. Maybe. Oh, he's shoulder peeking. He's being cheeky, but I don't know if he's actually seen Box. He probably has at this point, because he peeked in pretty far, so he should have probably seen a little bit of a player. But in the meantime, you know, Jabby, he's got a chance here.
Well, he's just standing in the smoke. And Lollipop is standing by for the first frag, and there will be the follow-up from Box as well. Utter destruction is what I call it right now, as we have 2 more weapons alive for the Copenhagen Flame side. It's just a Deagle and a P250 for Mertz. And, well, this really hurts. It's going to be Jo. Still on the outside, soon to flank Manx, who is trying to peek on towards Squeaky. Lollipop sees him, will dink him through the wall. And we do wait for the frags to come in. 30 seconds left now, they have to go towards the side. Manx with a frag. Oh my god, it's happening. But not really, most likely, as it's a 4-on-2. Oh, Mertz! Actually takes down another frag. And now it's a 1v3 for Mertz. Gets almost another kill. Well, at least dink MDS, and that's going to be 11-1 so far. Rather strong from NEMIGA.
Yeah, but look at the money, right?
Oh, yes.
These are insane amounts. And right now, I believe, regardless of how NEMIGA plays the rest of these rounds, they are never going to run out of money anymore. They've just got too much now. They can hold out the rest of this half, because we're already in the 13th round. Because, you know, it feels like we only started 5 minutes ago, but we're already getting to the end of the first half. And with the amount of rounds NEMIGA has, I'd say maybe the end of this map. And I do suppose, you know, if we want to get plenty of sleep to wake up early tomorrow, at least that's something, right?
Yeah.
You know, NEMIGA thinking about the casters. Look at it that way.
They're so kind.
But seriously though, let's just take a look at Copenhagen Flames, their performance. They've got another buy now, but they have invested all of their money. So okay,
they're all trying to drop down, and it's not really working out. MDS goes down towards Dafu. We also see Basso with
the bomb.
the bomb. The Lollipop is now moving up. Oh, can I get a bomb? No,
Nope.
Don't have the bomb just yet. But there will be a nade, and Basso takes out Box. Oh, this is indeed quite a mess.
Yeah, now it's NEMIGA just deciding, we'll just throw this round, you know.
We don't care anymore about this round. We'll just get the next one. We have more than enough money to rebuy for the entire half, in our minds at least, because they just expect to go over with some AKs, win another round, and make it happen. There will be mollies flying out. At least they know he's going to be far back. It's going to be Manx dying. And still the bomb, of course, being dropped. It's going to be eventually merged with yet another frag onto our speed deck, leaving only Lollipop alive in a 1v4. He's being tagged up. He's moving in with the AK ever so slowly. Spots the shoulder, tries to go for a little bit of a cheeky wallbang, but there will be merged going for the peak. 11-2. Copenhagen Flames come back.
Yep, Copenhagen Flames now. They've got the second round so far in the first half. Very well done, except for the fact that, you know, we're already going into the 14th round in the first half, and NEMIGA have got a solid 11 head start. And, I mean, once again, NEMIGA, money for days. Jo, he's still got 11,000, and they've already bought, you know, they've already got they've already got the utility, etc. They've got everything. I believe. No, they're not actually upgraded pistols, or are they? Are those? No, they aren't. Well, so on some of them they are, actually. On some of them they are.
Yeah, they're P250s.
Yeah,
you know?
P250s indeed.
Just
So-
go for a pistol kill. Dual-range would have been better, but I'm not trying to beat that princess, you know? But I would have liked to see some great plays with the dualies. Run in.
I know, you like you do at least.
I do like my American accent as well, honey.
Oh, God.
Daf was standing by, of course, with the AK in hand. Still biding his time, but the problem is Jabby has now gone down through a smoke. Lollipop, of course, opening things up, as he usually does. And NEMIGA is such a strong team. Currently still just out of that top 30. I think they should be in there if you just look at their performance so far. And I'm thinking they might be a great contender for this entire tournament as well, as now Manx will go and get a frag on towards Lollipop. That's a little bit sloppy, but, well, NEMIGA is just not committing.
No, but I feel like NEMIGA now has slowed down their playstyle, and I find that very interesting because it seems like the moment they do that, Copenhagen Flames can way better anticipate them and actually, how do I say, and actually like start now and actually delay, and that just gives Copenhagen Flames a chance. You do see the utility coming in now, and what I also need to see, you know, NEMIGA, if they move as a unit, they have that synergy and that pressure that they can really put on. See this as well. Manx frags MDS, but his teammate doesn't immediately re-peek, which is something that you would have easily seen them done in the past, but this time they don't. Oh, whoa, my lord, Box! That is no scope by Mertz. Oh, wow! Adding insult to injury. Make it a second. Oh, that is kind of, you know...
Thinking YouTube, baby! Yeah, highlight reel!
Highlight reel, indeed. That is kind of nasty, but...
It's also a risk, because no scopes aren't meant to be accurate, so you're just hoping, fingers crossed, it might hit 11-3. Still at least a chance for an 11-4. Still a great half for NEMIGA on their team side. But, well, it could have been better if they played a little bit more cleanly.
Oh, we see it again. But yeah, so far, you know, Copenhagen Flames, third round for them, and maybe NEMIGA, they might lose this round as well, but it would depend. You know, it would be a bit of a shame for NEMIGA to start really just lazing it out here on this like tail end of the first half, because of course we're on the 15th round now. Economy is no longer a concern. That's no longer a long-term problem now, and of course NEMIGA, as we said, they have plenty of money to buy, you know, 2 times, 3 times over, and so they did, because they decided to throw the last 2 free rounds. Whereas Copenhagen Flames now, they also have a proper and full buy. They've got even a double AWP setup, I'm going to say, and some really, really good utility on them. So let's see now what that's going to give if they're going to actually be able to fight back against NEMIGA. I believe we're running a slight technical timeout, and indeed, going to fly right back into it whilst we hear that lovely little tick of the chat going on.
Tickety-tack, as of course Copenhagen Flames wants to get yet another round, to at least make it doable, I want to say, but, well, it's 11-4. However, of course, 11-4 half-times we've seen before. Singularity against MIBR. 11-4 behind, still make it back to overtime, so why wouldn't Copenhagen Flames be able to, right?
Absolutely, you know, and you do want to see it happen. And here,
there's not even a smoke.
Solid hold.
They're just rushing through something out there which isn't there, so there will be a little bit of a love tap on towards Chabby, as always, because he's always being hit by teammates.
But why is NEMIGA playing like this now? They're
just going wild. They're having fun,
yeah,
I
they
think.
just can't be bothered anymore, it seems. You know, they were absolutely destroying Copenhagen Flames in the first 10, 12 rounds, and now they've just kind of decided to give it up a little bit. Oh, that's still a very, very good headshot from Speedak there, though. Takes out Basso. Can now toss his smoke. Make sure that no one's going to come from Hellway or anywhere of the sort, and well, give them that impression at least. Could be, of course, if he plays this in now, he's already given away his lobby position, and there we go. Mertz peeks him, takes him out, and we go into the second half rather swiftly. NEMIGA with a 7-round advantage, but with those last 3 rounds that would have undoubtedly gone the NEMIGA way, normally speaking. You know, now it seems like NEMIGA is just can't be bothered. They're just saying, you know, well...
A rush every round.
Yeah, well, they didn't rush those last few rounds, and that was maybe the problem.
Well, the first few players rushed, and then they died.
Yeah, through the smoke.
They decided to, well, back off a little bit. And, well, some didn't even go through a smoke, so that's really the problem, because if there would have been a smoke, maybe Jabby wouldn't have that 2-man spray down. However, we also have to say Copenhagen Flames is looking more strong by the minute. Partially due to NEMIGA making mistakes, but of course at least they are hitting their shots, and Mertz still stable on the DWP. They just need to win this pistol to keep having a shot for themselves. As of course, NEMIGA is currently 11-4 ahead. And well, with a pistol, there will be 12. Maybe a follow-up round will be 13. Then against the Eco will be 14.
We'll have to see that in a moment. NEMIGA here, they start it off not too well because that's well, it wasn't a it wasn't a dink.
It was a P250 at
Yeah.
long range because same as the USP at a certain range, the one-hit kill will drop off. And
Yeah.
here you see it, 97 damage, and that is the worst feeling, especially from Dust 2 if you're peeking from mid on towards T-spawn.
Yeah.
You can't get a kill in one shot, and it
Oh.
always you see so much blood flying. You're like, oh, I did it, and
But
then
no.
you still get a shot into towards yourself, and you're like, no, I did not do it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but there's not much to do about that. We'll have to see, though, if that free HP ends up being a problem for Speedak. I still want to call him Speed 4K, but it's a good thing that you corrected me on that. Or that you found that out.
I'm a name wonder as MDS will get the kill on towards Jabby. There's another player coming from the ramp areas. Jo standing by, but he will go down to Dafu as well as MDS. There will be a rotate coming in. Boxers rushing in like a madman. Now we have a 2-on-3. Two players still trying to contest on towards Merz and the P250. Good damage being dealt, and the C-set for Lolly will actually sometime run out of ammo. But Speedak with the frag on towards Merz. There will be a spray on towards Manx as well, leaving only Basso alive. He hasn't got a single armor.
That's
That's done.
He hasn't
Look at
got a
the HP.
chance either, it seems. Speedak just headshots
God.
him relentlessly.
Painful.
This is the NEMIGA that we've kind of been waiting to see again. You know, they've also won both pistol rounds now, so that's also a solid start for them.
I really wanted to hype up the round and then just that one tap coming in.
Yeah, you know, no, but it was getting really close. It was this kind of 2v1 battle, and they had to peek, and of course, you know, you're in the afterplan situation, so as the T, you do kind of have the advantage there, but there's not much to do there, really. Copenhagen Flames, they lose out this pistol round now, and see, we've spoken about this before, right? Pistol round is usually a certain momentum gainer. There's usually a bit of a chance that, okay, if you win this and you can buy out, you know, their force, basically, you can fight that out, because you do have that advantage, of course, although it has to be said, Copenhagen Flames did get that bomb plant, which has granted them a decent chunk of cash. You can see it as well in the weaponry, how you've got that Galil on Jabby, but 2 AKs as well, and then some Deagles. But still, the question is, Speed 4K here, is this hold going to be good? No smoke ball? That's going to be thrown now, I assume.
Well, so far I don't really see a smoke ball to come in. They're trying to contest as well. Box will go down. A little bit too much aggression from him, pushing through the smoke. Speedak still standing by at the blue box. Too many inputs for him to handle. And Copenhagen Flames having a chance.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what you like to see. You know, if they still have so much work left to do, they really have to get quite a way ahead. And that's a good frag by Jabby, takes out MDS, and now it's only Lollipop left with an MP9 in his hands and a CZ from the previous round. Now, I'd say probably save this utility and armor because it's just not worth going for the fight, and it looks like he is actually going to do that. Bomb plant goes in. Lollipop with the Karambit, of course, in his hands.
Oh, yeah. Fancy, man. No, don't
No,
touch
no,
the
no,
Karambit.
no, yeah, I know,
It's dangerous.
I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave
I
it.
don't want to
You don't want to know
leave you with less fingers than you came here with.
Then I'm suddenly sitting here, I'm going to be like, Chaldrick,
Because I know myself. If I wanted to spin that knife in real life,
Oh, I'm
like
not gonna spin it, I'm
no,
not-
but like if I would try to do that like you can do in game, I would instantly hurt myself.
Yeah, no.
It would slip either off my finger going towards my eye or whatever, or
Oh,
into
God.
my foot. I'm not sure. I would really mess myself up.
That-
I just want to stay away from sharp things like that. But in the kitchen, I do like to use sharp knives.
Well, understandably so. You know, how
It's
you
safer.
Yeah, but also, how are you gonna, you know, if you're eating a steak, for example, you know, you need a good sharp knife.
Oh no, that's my thing. How would that happen indeed?
Exactly. No, but no, with this, I would never ever try. Like, don't, you know, that's the kind of do not try at home, kids.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
don't try and spin a karambit like it's
Or like a butterfly knife. So many moving parts, it scares me. Even if I wouldn't stab myself, I would still get my finger stuck between the moving parts. I
Yeah.
know myself. I'm stupid like that.
But no, don't worry. I'm gonna leave the karambit alone. It's gonna stay on the desk. It's
Makes me feel more safe.
yeah, because I don't want to just be like, have you be casting, and then like when you give it back to me, I'm gonna be like, Chaldrick, I just cut into my finger, and I'm actually like bleeding all over my notebook. Help, medic.
Well, Box is standing by with 5-7 in hand. That will be a first frag, but a soon frag to come in from Merz later. However, still a scout on towards Speedak. That's one frag in return once more. And then we have the player lead for NEMIGA. There will, however, be some outside pressure to come down, and Jo sitting by behind the smoke. He shouldn't push, but maybe he will because Manx is low on 9 HP. It's also Merz now going down, and Jo indeed with that frag to come in. As Speedak going for more and more peaks, trying to do more and more damage. And well, that's a very good pistol armor buy from the side of NEMIGA. Or was it actually a force? I'm not too sure. I think
no,
it was
that's
a force.
probably a force. Probably a force. It's NEMIGA. It was probably a force.
Okay.
You know, solid bet there, I'd say. NEMIGA with that get the 13th round. Copenhagen Flames still in an 8-round deficit. They have some catching up to do. And economy-wise, you know, they're also going to, I'd say, force it through themselves, because if you look at that equipment value, it is not good enough. It is not going to be a solid full buy, probably a Galil here or there, or... No, not a Galil, it seems, but you do see those 2 pistols in the hands of Merz and Basso. Same plays as well with the pistols again, I believe. So let's see if they can all make that work this time round.
It's going to be Basso with his deagle in hand, trying to move up past the fire, according to his skin as well. And now he's already into towards that secret area. There will be one player from NEMIGA already trying to rotate as well. You see Manx almost getting the tag on towards the player, but Jo with 2 kills drops a bomb and will be boxed as well in garage. And apparently only Dafu is alive in a 1v5. And he's trying to move up himself, having an AK in hand, but he can't really put down a stand. Lollipop with the last frag, and it seems like NEMIGA is just too strong of a hag.
Okay, fine.
I had to make something
Yeah,
of it.
I know. I was waiting for it as well. You know, that's why I was giving you the sign. Like, okay, keep going.
Yeah, I panicked, man. I panicked.
It's okay. It's okay. Maybe tag would have been a little bit more fitting. I don't know, but that's a difficult one.
Oh, I didn't come up with... Oh,
It's
you're
okay.
so smart.
No.
Can you be my rhyming support?
You're yeah, sure. Whenever I notice that you're struggling, then I'll come in clutch. But let's see now, because I think that Copenhagen Flames might also be struggling. Nade is luckily not really going to connect onto anyone, so they've still got a solid chance. But now Speedak comes in with the AK spray. Basso's going to push ahead on that. Might get a frag like that, but no, Box just no chance. Absolutely denied. Sees on Silo, and they are just relentlessly fragging them out. And oh my lord, Copenhagen Flames, my dear lads, what's going on here? Because NEMIGA now, they're at map point, and like I said, you know, it feels like we only started 5 minutes ago. Maybe make that like 15, 20 now, and we're already looking at perhaps the end of the first map. And this was, well, okay, this was...
The map pick of Copenhagen Flames.
Oh no, oh no,
Oh, yes.
oh no, I didn't, oh no, oh no, that's even worse.
Oh, yes. But some things like that happen. At least they have a buy round.
Yeah, no,
This will be the comeback of the century, RJ.
Yes, of
You
course.
have to stay believing.
I
Jo throwing in an 8, and he's trying to peek. But maybe they will over-peek once more. Oh, Jabby. There could be a spray because the door is gone. But he's just trying to hold the angle towards the fan. Dev was moving through. Jo still setting by. First frag for him, and Lollipop as well. There will be a follow-up. It's going to be quite a convincing round so far from the side of NEMIGA. Merz, however, now moves in, gets 2 frags of his own, but still, it's a 3-on-2 situation in favor of that CT side. The bomb dropped on towards the side as well, as they're still trying to hold down whatever they can. The bomb now picked up, going towards B. Merz following his teammate, and soon they will try to get that plant. No player there to counter it. And we do see, so far, MDS now quickly rotating. Will they be able to stop this, however? Well, the bomb then they can't, but maybe the round.
The chance is definitely there. We see Basso used to hold it off. Oh, but that nade already damages him quite severely.
Oh.
Molly coming in now. He's forced out of his position. He can't. He's actually going to die to the Molly. Merz is the last man standing. He's facing off against a 2v1. There's a diffuse kit in the hands, but no, this is it. Speedak frags him out. The diffuser's coming in. NEMIGA now with the 16-5 scoreline. It is absolutely dire for Copenhagen Flames. They only managed to get 1 round on their second half, and as I said, this was one of the most rapid maps that we've seen so far. Absolute and utter insanity. And honestly, I could say that Copenhagen Flames didn't play well here, but quite honestly, I think that NEMIGA was really, really on point here. They were just really constantly fragging through.